Hey Immortals, it's your PvP strategist Merowing back with another high-impact breakdown. After 24 hours of relentless testing across battlegrounds, duels, and warbands, I've uncovered something wild: the Burning DireWolf Druid PvP build. This beast of a setup turns you into a dash-heavy juggernaut with near-constant CC immunity, massive burst damage, and unshakable durability. Whether you're diving into solo skirmishes or full-scale team fights, this build lets you tear through enemies like wildfire. In this video, I'll walk you through the gear and skills that fuel this monster, how to rotate abilities for maximum impact, real PvP footage showing the build in action. So buckle up, smash that like button, and let's unleash the direwolf. Thanks to all my subscribers, your support fuels these deep dives. Now let's dominate the battlefield. Alright warriors, let's rip into the core of this monstrous build. When you trigger the Radiant Werewolf, your druid transforms into a blazing direwolf, claws aflame, speed dialed up, and a trail of scorched enemies in your wake. Here's what makes this setup an apex PvP predator. Base transformations, direwolf form, leap forward, deal raw damage, and enter beast mode. Movement boost, gain plus 30% movement speed. No one's running from this wolf. Bleed mechanic, every third attack triggers a bleed dot, stacking pressure fast. Core skills: rend and tear, dash forward, slice enemies, and send them airborne. Enhanced version expands your claw wind range, deals bonus damage, knocks back enemies, and cleanses crowd control effects while granting 0.5 seconds CC immunity. Lunge: charge like a freight train, increase movement speed by 50%, and flatten everything in your path with knockdown damage. Howl: unleash a feral roar that damages and marks enemies. When their health dips below 50%, marked enemies take bonus burst damage. Ruthless finisher. Radiant Werewolf perks: burn all enemies on contact and apply a stacking DOT effect. Gain plus 3% crit chance per burning enemy, up to 18%. Every crit causes a flame explosion, melting through group targets. Think roiling consequence style. While in wolf form, deal plus 13% bonus damage to enemies suffering any DOT effect, which you'll be inflicting constantly. This skill combination screams aggression and utility, merging high mobility, hard-hitting combos, and defensive resilience. Perfect for outplaying, outlasting, and absolutely dismantling your opponents in any PvP scenario. Let's talk about the second key piece of the Burning DireWolf build: Thorn armor. This isn't your average protective layer. It's barbed, vicious, and punishing. Thorn armor grants a protective shield that absorbs incoming damage, letting you hold your ground longer in PvP chaos. But here's the twist: attackers don't walk away clean. Anyone hitting you gets reflected damage and suffers a crippling 40% slow, turning aggressors into easy prey. Scatter Thorn. This passive ignites the synergy, activates Thorn armor with your primary attack anytime the skill's off cooldown, adds a charge to your resource economy by generating primal power, letting you fuel your most explosive moves more rapidly. Together, this combo makes you incredibly hard to peel off the battlefield. Melee enemies suffer for approaching, ranged attackers lose their escape speed, and you keep charging up for deadlier strikes. If the first set of skills makes you a wildfire predator, Thorn armor and Scatter Thorn make you a spiked fortress on fire. You're not just surviving, you're punishing every attempt to shut you down. Shifting gears from Savage Claws to Sacred Allies, the Oak Sage ability adds a mystical layer of defense to your Druid PvP playstyle. Summon Oak Sage. Summons 3 tiny sages that actively support you during battle. Each sage contributes with support effects, from assisting attacks to boosting survivability, your personal entourage of battlefield wisdom. I choose Protector Sage for PvP activities. In PvP, passive summoning is disabled. You'll need to manually activate Oak Sage while in human form to channel its powers. Once summoned, these sages grant you 12% damage reduction, helping you endure enemy bursts. Crowd control immunity every 3 seconds, letting you shrug off stuns, roots, and snares with tactical precision. This ability creates a rhythm of resilience, encouraging calculated usage while you're in human form before morphing into the direwolf. Time it right, and you'll have backup that keeps you mobile, protected, and dangerously disruptive. Pairing Protector Sage with Thorn armor and Radiant Werewolf, gives your PvP build layers of survivability and adaptive power, letting you dictate the fight on your terms. Fire Tornado, Wild Flame meets Tactical Havoc. Let's talk Scorched Earth. The Fire Tornado is your ultimate tool for battlefield domination, creating a volatile zone that burns, disrupts, and fuels your primal rage. Base effect: summons a raging tornado that deals damage to all nearby enemies. Applies a burning dot effect, creating area of effect pressure perfect for choke points and group fights. Exploding Tornado, modified skill behavior, transforms the base tornado into a targeted explosion, detonating at the selected location. Triggers automatically with primary attack, keeping your rotation fluid and aggressive. Consumes one charge every 3 seconds, maintaining a rhythm of destruction. Generates extra primal power per activation, keeping your resource pool surging for more abilities. Tactical takeaway: this skill creates incredible synergy with Radiant Werewolf. Every burning enemy boosts your critical hit chance, and every crit explodes with fire. It's not just chaos, it's coordinated combustion. Whether you're diving into a team fight or zoning out a dueling lane, Fire Tornado with Exploding Tornado gives you versatile control and DPS layering that makes you unignorable on the battlefield. Now that you've seen the full fury of the Burning DireWolf build, let's break down the essences that make it all possible. These legendary modifiers are the backbone of your transformation, damage, and survivability. Head: Bonfire. Crest transforms your basic Fire Tornado into the Exploding Tornado, unleashing targeted blasts that apply burning dot and synergize with your crit-based flame explosions. Chest: Barbmantle converts Thorn armor into Scatter Thorn, letting you activate it with primary attacks and generate primal power for faster ability cycling. Shoulders: Brae's Bark. Boosts your werewolf damage by 13%, making every claw, dash, and bite hit harder, especially against DOT-affected enemies. Legs: Unstoppable Redress. Grants CC immunity when using Rend and Tear, letting you break free and stay mobile during critical engagements. Mainhand: Burnsocket enhances Fire Tornado by generating additional primal power, keeping your resource pool full and your rotations aggressive. Offhand: Cedarkin modifies Oak Sage into Protector Oak Sage, giving you 12% damage reduction and CC immunity every 3 seconds, a must-have for PvP resilience. Alternate Mainhand: Loam Skull. Transforms your standard werewolf into the Radiant Werewolf, unlocking burning dots, crit explosions, and bonus damage against dot-affected enemies. Alternate Offhand: Distant Hissing. Expands the claw wind range and damage against burning enemies, making your AoE pressure even more lethal. Now let's deep dive into set items and Paragon configuration. Set items: maximum performance and durability. To keep this direwolf alive and lethal, I'm running a hybrid of 4 pieces of Vithous Urges and 4 pieces of Untouchable Mountebank. Vithous Urges, 4 pieces. Boosts buff duration and effectiveness, which synergizes beautifully with Oak Sage, Thorn armor, and CC immunity windows. You stay empowered longer, and that means more uptime on your survivability and damage boosts. Untouchable Mountebank, 4-piece. Grants a chance to trigger a shield when taking damage, absorbing hits, and giving you a moment to reposition or counterattack. It's a clutch mechanic that turns near-death moments into comeback plays. Paragon, Gladiator Tree for PvP dominance. When it comes to Paragon, I'm locked into the Gladiator Tree, and here's why. Cheat Death gives you a second chance when your health hits 0. It's a lifesaver in clutch PvP moments. First Aid triggers a self-heal when your HP drops low, keeping you in the fight longer and letting you bait enemies into overcommitting. This combo makes you extremely hard to finish off, especially when paired with your CC immunity and damage reduction from Protector Sage and Thorn armor.
Illustrated. I'm a fire starter, twisted fire starter. You're the you hated, filth infatuated. Yeah, I'm the pain you tasted, fell intoxicated. I'm a fire starter, twisted fire starter. You're the fire starter, twisted fire starter.
My incredible subscribers, thank you for being the fire behind this channel. Every like, comment, and share is a claw mark on the battlegrounds of Diablo Immortal history. You've seen the evolution. From early Druid experiments to this feral Burning DireWolf PvP build, we've pushed boundaries and torn through metas together. I'll keep diving deeper, testing harder, and sharing builds that let you dominate every encounter. So stay savage, stay tactical, and if you're running with wolves, run fast and hit hard. Until next time, Merowing out.